Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Firman Umar. I'm from Universitas Negeri Makassar, Department of Pancasila and Civic Education, Faculty of Social Science. Today, I'm going to present my research about analysis of corruption eradication commitment in judge verdict on Kerch district in Luzon in South Sulawesi. First, introduction. The problem of this research, corruption crimes in Indonesia, is still one of the causes degenerate the nation's economic system. This is because corruption in Indonesia occurs systematically and extends, so it's not only detrimental to the state's financial condition, but also it has violated the social rights and economic of the society broadly. The data in the trend report in the case of corruption in 2018 issued by Indonesia Corruption Watch, it can be seen in the following figure below. As for this research aims to find and to analyze whether the judge of Kerch district dropped the verdict according to the public prosecutor's demands as a form of eradication commitment of corruption effort. Next, research method. This research was an empirical legal research, which techniques of collecting data used were interviews and documentation. Meanwhile, analysis data was analyzed qualitatively by the researchers through interpreting, elaborating, describing, and arranging the data systematically based on the research objective. Next, result and discussion. The result of this study found that since 2013 until May 6, 2019, there were several court judgments based on the prosecutor's demands. Namely, for imprisonment was 48 cases, for the criminal fine was 433 cases, and the punishment for the country loss was 217. Nevertheless, there is a tendency of the court judgment to criminal acts of corruption are lighter than the public prosecutor's demands. It has been confirmed through the data as follows. According to the Article 24 of the Constitution of the Republic of Indonesia and Law Number 49 of 2008 on judicial power, it stated, normatively, judicial power as an independent power to administer the judiciary to enforce the law and justice. It explicitly and firmly said in Article 4, Paragraph 1 of Law Number 49 of 2008 on judicial power that the judiciary is done for justice based on the Almighty God. While Article 4, Paragraph 3 affirm prohibit other parties of judicial power to get involved in judicial affairs, and Article 5, Paragraph 1 which said that judge and constitutional judge must follow and understand the legal values and sense of justice that exist in society. It's not easy to realize the justice value and the legal certainty in every court's judgment because in the legal system in Indonesia is known the mechanism of dissenting opinion. However, open access towards the result of the process become the court's judgment or closed system. Moreover, concerning the professionalism of judge in discovering the law or right-finding and the moral integrity that commits prioritize a fair decision. Finally, we go to the conclusion. The conclusion in this research is during in 2013 until May 6, 2019. There were several judge verdicts which are based the prosecutor's demand, namely for imprisonment was 48 cases. For the criminal, fine was 433 cases, and the punishment to change the country laws was 217 cases. However, there is a tendency to the judge verdicts for the criminal act of corruption is lighter than the public prosecutor's demand. The implication of this research is to eradicate corruption crimes. Then law supremacy should be enforced through a repressive effort, that is, judge decision of the criminal act of corruption need to be maximized. And also, public prosecutors' demand also need to be maximized against the defendant. Both imprisonment and criminal fine, which is based on the articles that indicated to the defendant, so that it can be educated the corruptors or giving deterrent effect, as well as preventing corruption, so the corruption doesn't happen again. I think that's all. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.